And let's continue with the short answer section for the practice for the third SAC for Unit 1 Chemistry. Last SAC of the unit, almost finished the unit. How can you believe that? That's amazing. All right, question 1. Well, you still have 3 other units, but still. Determine the number of atoms present in 0.625 mole of hydrogen water molecule. So we need to work out number of atoms, which I'm going to use big N of atoms. This is my unknown, and I am provided with the number of mole of water. Okay, 625 mole. Now, if you want to go from small n to big N, use the triangle if you want. Don't use the triangle you don't want. You have to figure out what works for you. I really literally never used a triangle in my life as a student, but I think a lot of people find it useful. So if you want to go from small n, which is the number of mole, to big N, which is the number of particles, you need to multiply with Avogadro's number. However, if I multiply the number of mole of water with Avogadro's number, I am going to get the number of water molecules. So you're not going to get the number of atoms just yet. So you have to make sure that your number of mole and your number of particles actually match. You cannot go from here to here straight away. That's just absurd. Okay, well, if you think about it logically, you probably can, but let's just do it one thing at a time and not confuse people too much. Because when I go too fast, that happens. And if I haven't confused you already, let's hope not. I don't have enough room. What am I going to do? Okay, well, whatever that is, in order to get the number of atoms, because if you look at the molecules, if you look at the molecule, each molecule of water contains 3 atoms. So the number of atoms will be 3 times the number of molecules, and I'm just going to work out whatever that is and multiply it by 3, because I don't have any room up there. And no, this is not enough evidence to support the fact that you're not going to summarize the question. You should always summarize the question. 1.13 for no particular reason times 10 to the 24. Well, I have a particular reason, but I'm not going to tell you right now. We'll get to that later. Okay, that's it for part A. Moving on to part B. Determine the amount. Oh my god, I really haven't proofread this SAC. I think I thought I have, but I probably haven't. So you have these random mistakes. Well, I mean, if you look at the actual SAC, you can probably make an argument that maybe I haven't proofread that too. But I did. And, things happened. Determine the amount in moles. We're looking at the number of mole of MgO and provided the mass of MgO to be 5,000 grams. This is probably the easiest things that you can ever get in chemistry, but let's just do, that's what we am. We're going to leave with that. Okay, if you want to find the number of mole provided the mass, then you need to work out the molar mass of MgO and just divide mass by molar mass. So M of MgO, Mg is 24.3, oxygen is 16. So what do we have? 40.3 grams per mole. Correct units, important. And all right, what am I doing? Yes, number of mole of MgO would be mass of MgO divided by molar mass. Now, I would always encourage you to write the formula down. Most of the time, I think I don't ever, that's wrong. I don't ever write the actual number, but I always write the formula because the formula shows your thinking more than the number. Sometimes your number is wrong, like what I just did then. So if you write the formula, it's easier for the marker to know where you're going and what's going on. And it's also easier for you to check your calculation later. So if you ever have time, and I suspect that some of you will, at the end of the SAC or the exam or in the future, what you can do is just go back and look at that formula and just do the calculation again using the formula. If you just stay at numbers, it's very unlikely you're going to pick up your mistake. Part C. Determine the mass of 250 molecules of ethane. All right, so I need the mass of ethane. Now, this question could have been worded a little bit better, but essentially when it asks for mass, it means actual mass and not a relative mass. And an actual mass must have a unit, say for example, in grams or something like that. And if you don't have the unit, I will penalize you. So, yes, not in, I say that very subtly, don't I? Okay, you definitely will get penalized, you don't have units. Only once in a SAC though, not all the time. Anyway, you need to find the mass and in grams, which means that you need the number of mole and you need the molar mass. So we're going to start with the molar mass. You given, actually, well, we can start with anything we want really. You given the number of molecules to be 250. I don't know where I was going with that. All right, try again. 250 molecules. Okay. We need to find two things. We need the number of mole and we need the molar mass. The number of mole of C2H6 is going to be the number of C2H6 molecules over Avogadro's number. And I am going to do what I just said and not actually write the number down because I don't have any room. 4.15 times 10 to the negative 22 is going to be the number of mole. It should be very small because you only have 250 molecules. The molar mass, that's not molar mass, the molar mass of ethane is 24 plus 6 is 30 grams per mole. So now I can find the mass, which is number of mole times molar mass times 30. So we have 1.25 times 10 to the negative 20 grams. Indicate final answer. Alright, should have indicate final answer before. Well, technically I did it. Whoa, what did I do? 1-3? Okay. I think it was 1-3. It would be hilarious if it was not. Final answer. Actually, you know what? I am kind of paranoid, so I'm going to try again. 3 times 0.625. Yep, we're good. Question 1 done.